Hey everyone, this is GameDad7, and what has been going on with PlayStation lately? There has been a lot of weird stuff, like big live service investments, games that are taking a long time to make with high development costs, whatever the heck Concord was, price increases on products, and an expensive PS5 Pro with everything sold separately. But today, what I want to talk about is something that is fundamental to us as gamers, and that is games, specifically games that are made by PlayStation's first-party team called PlayStation Studios. Herman Hulst is the CEO and the head of PlayStation Studios. We're going to take a look at all the studios that report under this PlayStation Studios umbrella, talk a little bit about what they've made in the past, and see what's on the docket for them to make next. Now we're going to also include some rumors as well as reported items in this as well, and I'll clearly state which is which. And to transition us, I think the former CEO of PlayStation, Mr. Jim Ryan himself, said it best.
We're going to have the games do our talking.
First up is Bend Studio, and like its name, this studio is located in Bend, Oregon. It was founded in 1993 and acquired in the year 2000 by PlayStation. There are allegedly around 220 employees. Bend is PlayStation's longest owned acquired studio out of all of its active development teams. Previously, they made the Siphon Filter games, and most recently, they made Days Gone for the PlayStation 4. It's the post-apocalyptic open-world third-person game featuring zombies. Freakers. It received warm reviews to start. It's been looked upon more favorably as time has gone on, as updates have come out that have fixed its performance. Not too long ago, the game's directors left the studio after a sequel was not greenlit for the game. Currently, the team is working on an unnamed new IP that builds upon the world's systems implemented in Days Gone. Some of those I would imagine would be the large amounts of freakers that are on scene at once with all the chasing going on, as well as how traversal works in Days Gone. The bike is more like almost a character rather than a vehicle. As it evolves with you, you take care of it, you have to manage it with the fuel. So maybe we'll see some of those systems in whatever new game they're working on. There were rumors of a Days Gone remaster. The rumors pointed to this remaster being shown at the September PlayStation Showcase, but it was a no-show. Who knows even if this rumor is real? I've only seen it mentioned a few places, so I'm not quite sure we're going to be getting this, especially after a sequel was not greenlit. It's hard to imagine them spending the time and money to remake Days Gone or remaster. If they do, hopefully they offer the $10 upgrade for folks who currently own the game to play it with the PlayStation 5 version. Next is Bluepoint Games. This Austin, Texas studio was founded in 2006 and acquired in 2021. This team is made up of around allegedly 100 employees, and they specialize in game remasters and remakes. Most notably the Uncharted, Nathan Drake Collection, Shadow of the Colossus, and Demon Souls. Due to Bluepoint making a lot of remasters and remakes, they are often linked to rumors of remaking games like Metal Gear Solid 1, Bloodborne, as well as others. The team is currently working on unnamed original content though, so I wouldn't expect a remake or remaster up next from them. I'm really looking forward to whatever they're making next. Firesprite. This Liverpool and Manchester studio was founded in 2012 and acquired in 2021, and allegedly has around 300 employees. This team made Horizon Call the Mountain, a VR game. It is a VR spin-off to the Horizon series that looks fantastic and is praised as being a really well-made VR game. They also helped make a game mode for Star Citizen. The rumor is that the studio is working on a dark horror game, possibly coming in 2025, as well as a multiplayer game. It is unsure if these are VR-specific titles or if they are PS4/PS5 games. They mainly make a lot of VR games, but I imagine they have the capacity to make a console-only game. If we saw some of the VR games that were in the recent PlayStation State of Play, they had PS5 modes. So I wonder if we'll see that, where it is a VR game that can be played on the PS5 without a VR. Firewalk Studios. This Bellevue, Washington studio was founded in 2018 and acquired in 2023 by PlayStation. It's a newer studio made up of around allegedly 300 former developers from companies like Activision and Bungie. PlayStation partnered with this company in 2021 before acquiring them in 2023. Now, Firewalk recently released Concord. This is a hero shooter, and it was released to little interest. They have uninspired characters, a $40 entry cost when a lot of its competition is free to play. There's a lot of rumors out there around how much the game cost, as well as how many years it was actually in development. Ultimately, it was a failure, as this game was released on August 23rd and was shut down by September 6th. Never really seen something like this happen before, something of this scale being shut down so quickly. It is unknown if the game is being reworked to relaunch, or what the future of the studio is. Last I saw from some inside sources was that emails were being sent out to employees asking what they think, whether they could remake the game or whether they should try to work directly into a new project. It's hard to think that they would let that much money sink, but if they feel it's not salvageable, it's best to just move on. Best of luck to all those developers, and I hope everything works out, but man, what a bad, stinky launch. Guerrilla Games. This Amsterdam studio was founded in 2000 and acquired in 2005. This studio is best known for the Killzone series and Horizon series, and has around allegedly 450 employees. The last Killzone game released was in 2013, right around the time of the PlayStation 4 launch. But since then, the company has gone full steam ahead with the Horizon series, having released Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West, and Call of the Mountain. The next release scheduled is going to be the LEGO Adventures game for Horizon, which looks really fun. It's going to actually release on more than just PlayStation. Much more of a family fun type of adventure for Aloy than her more serious Horizon games. There's also going to be a Horizon Zero Dawn remaster for the PlayStation 5. This is going to take the PlayStation 4 version. They're going to update the visuals to be on par with Forbidden West, as well as re-record a lot of the dialogue and interactions. This is kind of big because a lot of the feedback from Zero Dawn was the person-to-person interaction scenes felt very flat, and in Forbidden West, the NPC and facial animations are just amazing. So if we can get that level of conversation in Zero Dawn, it'll take that game just to another level. The best news about it is the $10 upgrade path if you already own it. If you don't, then I'd recommend getting this instead of the original Zero Dawn. But of course, if you want to save some money, the original is out there for you. Make sure you get the complete edition. A side note is the former head of the studio was Herman Hulst, who is now the CEO for PlayStation. The next upcoming project for them is a rumored Horizon Online project. There were leaks of this before. It looked a little bit more animated and cartoony. Definitely not goofy or silly. It looks fun, and honestly, if I could have the gameplay of Horizon with others, it would almost kind of make me think of like a Monster Hunter type feel. We'll see though. Hopefully the Killzone series isn't done, but I think they want to go ahead with making as much Horizon content as possible. Haven Studios. This Montreal, Quebec studio was founded in 2021 and acquired in 2022. The company was founded by Jade Raymond, who is also known for her time with Ubisoft, helping create Assassin's Creed and the Watch Dogs franchise. Haven is made up of former Ubisoft employees and folks from the Google Stadia initiative and has around 60 employees allegedly. Aside from its primary objective as a game dev, they also provide technical support to other live service games. Their first game will be Fair Games, a competitive heist game for the PlayStation 5. Housemarque. This Helsinki studio was founded in 1995 and acquired in 2021. This studio allegedly has around 120 employees and is best known for its twin-stick shooters. Most recently, Super Stardust HD and Resogun. They took their mechanical experience from twin-stick shooters and made their first third-person shooter, Returnal, in 2020. They were acquired shortly after this. The game director has since left the company. The latest news is Housemarque is working on a new AAA intellectual property. Insomniac Games. This Burbank, California and Durham, North Carolina studio was founded in 1994 and acquired in 2019. The studio is allegedly around 400 employees and is best known for Ratchet & Clank, the Resistance series, and the Spider-Man games. Resistance's last entry was in 2011, and it's unsure if the series will return, as the studio has seemed to focus on Ratchet & Clank as well as superhero entries. Spider-Man 2 is the most recent game released by Insomniac. It was well received, but also very expensive to make. In September of 2021, Insomniac released a trailer for Marvel's Wolverine. No gameplay has been shown, but the trailer did have lots of hidden Easter eggs in it for Wolverine fans to pick apart. Malaysia Studio. This studio in Kuala Lumpur was founded by PlayStation in 2020. It provides support for first-party titles such as The Last of Us Part 1 and MLB The Show. Allegedly, the studio has between 200 and 500 employees. A recent quote from the studio head: "We have a brilliant animation team that is working on some games that we can't talk about right now." Unknown if it is a self-developed game, but with the worldwide initiatives that PlayStation has been making, it very well could be. Media Molecule. This Guildford studio was founded in 2006 and acquired in 2010, and allegedly has around 115 employees. This studio is best known for the Little Big Planet series, but Sumo Digital has developed the more recent Sackboy games. Media Molecule developed Dreams in 2020, which ended up becoming a game creation system, similar to the mechanics of creating your own level in the original Little Big Planet. The service for this game stopped in 2023. Leaders from the company have moved on, as well as layoffs recently. But the most recent news, the company is working on a quote, new project. Naughty Dog. This Santa Monica, California studio was founded in 1984 and acquired in 2001. This is the oldest operating studio owned by PlayStation. Naughty Dog is mostly known for the Crash Bandicoot, Jak and Daxter, Uncharted, and Last of Us series. Allegedly, there are around 400 employees at Naughty Dog. Crash is long gone from Naughty Dog, and the last main entry for Jak and Daxter was around 2004. Since then, Naughty Dog has been full steam ahead with its Uncharted and The Last of Us series. The last new entry from Naughty Dog was The Last of Us Part 2, and since then they have only released remakes, remasters, and collections of previous games. Naughty Dog had been developing a live service Factions 2 for Last of Us Part 2, but in 2023 announced it would be canceling this project, as the studio would no longer be able to make single-player games as they desire if they had to support a live service title of this magnitude. Naughty Dog has confirmed they are working on several single-player projects. Allegedly, one of the titles is going to be The Last of Us Part 3, and the script is ready to go for the next game. A concept artist from Naughty Dog had released artwork that points towards a fantasy-type game, and Neil Druckmann has mentioned how Elden Ring's environmental storytelling is going to be a big part of how they make games going forward. But the artist from Naughty Dog says this is not a hint for the next game, but we will see. It looked pretty good. Neon Koi. This Berlin and Helsinki studio was founded in 2020 and acquired in 2020. The studio is a mobile game developer and is part of PlayStation Studio's mobile initiative. Allegedly, the studio has between 11 and 50 employees. Aside from mobile games, the studio has revealed they are working on a AAA live service action game. Nixxes Software. This Utrecht studio was founded in 1999 and acquired in 2021. This studio of allegedly 55 employees is known for porting games to Microsoft Windows and developing support for game optimization. It was them who made the Horizon Zero Dawn remaster that was mentioned earlier in the video. Who knows, maybe if that Days Gone remaster is actually real, it'll be them too. They have assisted with various PlayStation titles that have landed on PC, and most recently Spider-Man, Helldivers 2, Horizon, and Ghost of Tsushima, as well as Conquered. Polyphony Digital. This Tokyo studio was founded in 1998 by PlayStation. This studio has around allegedly 200 employees. Polyphony does one thing, and it does it extremely well, and that is Gran Turismo. GT7 was released in March of 2022 and continues to have game updates. San Diego Studio. This aptly named San Diego, California studio was founded in 2001 by PlayStation. This development team of allegedly around 250 employees is best known for its yearly MLB The Show series. The most recent release is the 2024 edition. It is not breaking news to assume we will have a new 2025 edition sometime next year. San Mateo Studio. Once again, this aptly named San Mateo, California studio was founded in 1998 by PlayStation. This team mainly provides support to first-party and second-party studios. A small sub-team of allegedly 15 to 20 employees were spun off into Pixel Opus that developed Entwine, Concrete Genie, and an unannounced canceled PS5 game. San Mateo is still operating as it always has, but Pixel Opus has been shut down as of June of 2023. Santa Monica Studio. You would think that this was in Santa Monica, California, but this is actually in Los Angeles. The studio was founded in 1999 by PlayStation and was the last reported to allegedly have around 400 employees. The studio is best known for the God of War series. God of War was revived in 2018 with a new entry and story for Kratos. It received a second entry in 2022 with God of War Ragnarok. Ragnarok received free DLC update Valhalla in 2023 that introduced rogue elements. There's a new God of War entry in development, as well as Cory Barlog, the director of God of War 2018, has teased a sci-fi game via his Twitter account. Sucker Punch Productions. This Bellevue, Washington studio was founded in 1997 and acquired in 2011. Allegedly has around 160 employees. This studio is most known for Sly Cooper series, Infamous, and the Ghost of Tsushima. Sly Cooper has not had an entry since Sly Cooper 3 in 2005, and the Infamous series' last entry was in 2014. Since then, the studio has been hard at work with Ghost of Tsushima at the forefront of development. A free online mode was added in 2021 for Ghost of Tsushima, as well as an expansion, Iki Island. The game was re-released as a director's cut for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Just recently, Ghost of Yotei had been announced at the PlayStation Showcase. This takes place about 300 years after Ghost of Tsushima and features a female protagonist. If I had to guess, I would assume that she is a descendant of Jin and somehow has inherited or has become the ghost of the new area of the game, which is Yotei. Not that hard to figure out. Really looking forward to this one. It looks absolutely beautiful. Team Asobi. This Tokyo studio was founded in 2021 by PlayStation and has allegedly around 65 employees. Originally, this team was an internal part of the now closed Japan studio. They developed The Playroom for PlayStation 4 as a technical showcase, as well as a VR title, both centering around Astrobot. The PlayStation 5 got a lengthy technical demo as well. The team released its first full-length non-VR game, Astrobot, this year in 2024. The Platinum Trophy for this game mentions Astro's Next Adventure. There's going to be a free update in 2024 adding speedrun challenges as well as more PlayStation-themed bots. It is safe to assume with the success of Astrobot, Team Asobi will likely grow and produce more entries once it's finished supporting the 2024 title. Valkyrie Entertainment. This Seattle, Washington studio was founded in 2002 and acquired in 2021, and allegedly has around 45 employees. This is a support studio, most recently aiding in God of War Ragnarok, as well as Concord. XDev. This Liverpool, San Mateo, California, and Tokyo studio was founded in 2000 by PlayStation and supports internal development and external partners, with projects such as Until Dawn, Detroit Become Human, and Rise of Ronin. It is unknown exactly how many employees, but it is a pretty large company having 3 offices, and it is also unknown if there are any future projects beyond its current support role. Alright folks, I hope this paints a better picture for you of where PlayStation's at with its current and future game offerings. I know some of you are saying, where's Bungie? But Bungie technically doesn't count as PlayStation Studios. It's actually its own sub-company within Sony Interactive Entertainment. If you're wondering, Bungie had just released the Final Shape DLC expansion for Destiny 2. Got some of the best review scores it's ever gotten. The player count is up and down, but hopefully they'll figure it out in the long run. Really great game. Now remember, this also doesn't include any exclusives that are with third-party companies, like Square Enix titles such as Final Fantasy or the Helldivers 2. But as far as first-party offerings, I know a lot of the questions going along lately, along with some of the wonky stuff that's going on with PlayStation, is where are the games? So now you know exactly where they are and what's to come. I want to thank you so much for hanging around. Don't forget to give this video a like if you feel like you learned something or were entertained a little bit. And subscribe to my channel if you want to check out some more of my videos. Definitely got a lot of fun things coming up as well. Thanks so much for hanging around. Catch you on the next one.